Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariya. This channel is about spirituality. Please subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. This is my personalized reading for 2026. It's my first time ever doing this on my channel. I thought it was going to be so much fun. Two things are going to happen during the course of this video. I'm going to give you major themes to pick from and minor themes to pick from. Each theme is going to be an object. So you're going to pick a few objects. Based on that, I'm going to tell you what each object means, and then I'm going to essentially direct you to the deeper underpinnings of each, and that is how you're going to get a quick reading for your year. I thought it was going to be fun. Let me know in the comments if this resonates, what objects you have selected, because I'm testing this out. I don't know if you guys are going to like it. It's fun for me to do these because I don't know, I just like tuning into the information that Spirit gives me. So that's that. Oh my gosh, yes. And I wanted to remind you guys about my Sedona event in the middle of March, right around the spring equinox. I'm going to have my only confirmed in-person healing event in 2026. You know me as a channel, as an energy reader. I'm also a healer. Healing people is what I do best, what I love best. I love working with people. This event in Sedona that I'm going to have is going to be very special. It's all devoted to a spiritual rebirth. In a span of 2 days, you're going to come as you are. I'm going to read your energy collectively. I'm going to know exactly what your soul wants you to work on. We're going to do major shedding and release on day 1. And day 2 is going to be a massive activation day based on what your guides want to bring for you, based on what your higher self signed you up for. And I'm going to channel, I'm going to bring in the light language. I'm going to bring the feels, you guys. And then you're going to be surrounded by like-minded individuals. We're probably going to do some group work together. You're going to probably make some lifelong friends. This kind of in-person work is my favorite thing to do. I don't get to do it often because of how busy I am and all of the things I have to do in this lifetime. But when I do get a calling from Spirit or a commission from Spirit to do an event, I always embrace it. And this one is very much a commission. Sedona is one of my personal places of initiation. So if I can open the door for you and be your guide, I will be so humbled and I will be so grateful. I hope to see you in Sedona. All the info is in the description of the video. Alrighty, you guys, are you ready? Okay, this is low-key fun. I did look up what the symbols are, not the meanings yet. And I have my little cheat sheet. So if I'm looking down, that's why. But I'm only going to look down just to make sure I'm not missing because there's quite a bunch. We're also going to have timestamps in this video. And based on that, you are going to be able to skip ahead so you don't have to listen to the entire thing. All right, we're going to start with the major themes. Major themes of the year are things that are going to take a lot of your life force. Either you're going to be thinking a lot about them, either you're going to be implementing something quite a lot. Yeah, just a lot of your life force is going to go into these major themes. Minor themes are exactly what they sound like, but we're going to start with the big movers of your energy. Okay. For big, most of you are going to have one big theme. Some of you are going to have 2. So if you feel called to select 2 objects from the list that I'm going to give you, so be it. Okay. If one, it's one. First one is a brick. Then we have a river, the fence, the treasure chest, or the seed. That's a major theme of 2026. A brick, a river, a fence, a treasure chest, or a seed. Make your choices. If you need to write them down, pause this video, rewind, write them down, then think about it. So be it, but trust your judgment, trust your gut. Okay? Are you ready for the meanings? Okay. If you have selected a brick, this is a year where you're building foundations. The foundations for a while. What could this look like? This could look like you buying a house, building a house, or thinking about buying a house or building a house, thinking about potentially moving. And it could be moving to a different state or a different country, but really your concept of home is shifting. It could also be esoteric, meaning you felt like a particular country was your home and now you're a cosmopolitan being and you feel like Mother Gaia is your home or planet Earth is your home. But very often there's going to be something very specific that you need to do in your house. It could also be like a major renovation. like a major facelift to your home, or maybe like just something major, maybe an entirely new set of furniture or look and feel to your house. Maybe it is finally getting around to doing the project that you've been postponing, like creating a little garden in the backyard, whatever that is. But for you, it's actually really important and really healthy to start setting the foundations in that way. Because, yeah, like your energy is readjusting itself in a way where building foundations physically first is really, really important. And some of you are meant to get going. If all of a sudden you're hearing this, or maybe you've been thinking about it and you're like, I'm not sure, should I move? Should I not move? If you have selected the brick, chances are you're going to be better elsewhere. So trust your gut and trust your heart. That's the brick. River. If you have selected a river as your major theme, that is very often something that is career related or purpose related. You're being taken on a journey. It could be a new creative project. So it's either career or creation, something that you're making. And you are embarking on a new journey. And if this is a career move, either like a big promotion is on the way or something has got to change in your career. The change may be incoming. Something will happen to you quite accidentally. Could be being fired. That could be a biggest blessing in disguise. Could be being promoted, all of a sudden a lot more responsibility. Could be some change happening with your job. I don't know, like a big, massive restructuring, relocation, something along those lines. River is flowing. So that is always a signatory of a lot of change, the opposite of static. So expect a lot of shifts. If it's not going to play out in the realm of your career, it's going to play out in the realm of your personal project. So you're being asked by spirit to embark on a particular creative endeavor. Some of you may already know what that is. Could be writing a book, could be something else. Understand that the energies of 2026 are going to align to enable you to do that. Now, it's all about not being distracted either. So if there is a project that you're meant to start creatively, the world is not going to start it on your behalf. You're going to really have to move mountains to make it happen and flow like a river. How fun. Fence. Ooh, fence is interesting because this is an invitation to do some shadow work and some parts work. Fence is a signatory that you have built a lot of walls where there should be bridges. And so because of that, it's a little bit harder for the universe to give you the things that you have been asking. There are some impediments that you're dealing with, and it's very much by design because you have been closed off from certain people, from certain opportunities, from certain events. And because of that, the universe is inviting you to become more open. It's inviting you to stop protecting yourself so much, to stop being scared of people in a way, or just being somewhat misanthropic, and really get out of your cocoon, get out of the closet. And you are really, in 2026, are being invited into a whole new level of visibility potentially. For some of you, it means coming out of your spiritual closet. For some of you, it means more prominence, just being more seen. Maybe it's being seen by a small group of people, but really come out in terms of who you are, like admit to your truth and your authenticity, because you have been living behind a mask for too long and it has been draining your resource. I know there is a lot of fear potentially. I know there is a lot of doubt. I know that for a lot of people who carry this wounding of not wanting to be seen, there is deep pain and hurt that usually lasts for lifetimes. So if you have that imprint, know that the energies of the one of next year are creating an opening in the weft for you so you can actually heal. And it's okay to first dip a little toe in the water before skinny dipping. Just dip a little toe and then another toe and then another toe, and you're going to realize that it's not as scary. In this lifetime, you're not here to create yet another wound of rejection or invisibility. Really, you came here to heal. So remember that. All right, next one is a treasure chest. If you're a treasure chest, you're going to have to figure the finances. Finances are going to come front and center, whether that is pursuing other sources of income, whether that is proactively asking for that raise, whether that is starting a company, whether that is creating new revenue streams, pushing yourself to finally launch that product or project that you can charge people money for. Or maybe it's a service, like something that you're actually really good at, but maybe you've been doing it for free and now you're being asked to actually charge for it. Maybe you have been charging for it, but you have not been charging its true worth. So your job is to understand its true worth and then charge for it and charge it boldly. So, one thing about the treasure chest is you need to understand that you have so much more abundance available to you than what you're currently experiencing in your life. So you're not playing to your full potential in the money department. Money, riches, whatever, possessions, which is not to say that this life is about money and riches and possessions. It's far from that. But there is probably a reason why you have a treasure chest staring right at you and you're not getting it. You're not grabbing it. There's probably some self-worth wounding, right? So look into the self-worth wounding, but also understand that in the year where the ram is charging ahead and it's the year of one, all the doors are going to be open to you. It really does favor the courageous ones. So you got it, and understand that the new level of abundance is waiting for you. Okay, last but not least in the major themes is a seed. If you have selected a seed, it's because inside of you, you're gestating something beautiful. And it can be quite literal, like for a woman, it could be a sign of you're about to get pregnant or you're about to give birth. But it is, or like you may be becoming a mother or becoming a father soon. But it could also be deeper than that. There is something inside of you that's brewing, a new energy. And this seed is just really speaking to your potential and how great that potential is. And understand that sometimes you need to build a new version of yourself, seedling by seedling by seedling, when they finally merge into this beautiful tree. And understand that maybe the project that you're looking to nurture in 2026 is you, and you're going to have to build yourself brick by brick by brick. The seed carries this beautiful energy of starting something new, starting fresh, this point of inception, and this energy of gestation. Something is brewing, something is happening inside of you. Acknowledge it, understand it, that you are the bringer of new life. You are really on a massive renewal cycle. You are going through a massive rebirth process. By the way, for you in particular, coming to my Sedona event can be very potent and very powerful, because if something is holding you back and you're not able to complete the birth, I'm just saying. But regardless, notice and understand that you are in your most fertile period. 2026 is about creating from scratch. And don't be afraid to think big. Dream big. You're not meant to play it small. You got this. And that's how we're getting into the minor themes. You guys, I know a lot of themes today. I don't know if this is overkill. I decided not to edit what Spirit was giving me. I was like, just give me the main themes and give me the subordinate themes. And I'm just going to record it like a good little student that I am. And then I'm going to channel. So that's what we're doing, you guys. Minor themes, you can have up to 3, they're telling me. You can select up to 3. Okay. You may need like a little notebook for this, like a little sticky note that like I do, okay? The first one is an envelope, because you need to remember the 8. There's going to be 8 and you're picking up to 3. It doesn't have to be 3. It could be 1 or 2. Okay. Envelope is 1. Daisy is another. Black crow is the 3rd. The 4th is a red mug. The 5th is bow and arrows. The 6th is a blue veil. The 7th is a tree, and the 8th is an anchor. Let me repeat them. An envelope, a daisy, a black crow, a red mug, a bow and arrows, a blue veil, a tree, and an anchor. Woo! A little marathon of predictions. Okay, you guys excited? Okay, whatever you have selected, you can probably fast forward. There are timestamps in the description. You guys know the drill. Oh, and in the comments, do let me know what you're selecting. Ideally, if you don't want to cheat, tell me before you actually see what that means, because it's going to be very easy to change your mind, because you're like, I don't know if this is a good one or not a good one. But you can also just listen to what the meanings are. Okay, the envelope. You guys. An envelope is good news, but it's not just good news. It's good news from spirit. Your spiritual connection is going to be on point. It's like you got mail from spirit. Your guardian angel is very active. Your higher self is very active, and they want to send you all of those messages. Your ancestors are very active. So hate to say it, sometimes our ancestors want to deliver their messages to us through our teeth. So if you have little phantom toothaches in 2026, could just be a message from your ancestors. Just go to the tooth that's hurting and ask your tooth, what is the message that you came to deliver to me? And you may even see an ancestor like immediately, instantly in front of you, and they would be either handing you something or telling you something, like you may get a vision. It works like magic, you guys. I feel like I don't have normal toothache anymore. It's like just messages running through, and it's like in and out. It's like so quick. I love it. A part of me is like, I'm glad that I discovered it, but then I'm like, could there be an easier way to connect to your ancestors? Probably, but there you go. The teeth is it. So messages. Pay attention to the messages. Trust synchronicities in 2026. These are not random. You're not making it up. Your dreams may be more lucid than normally. So pay attention to your dreams if you can. Keep a dream journal if that resonates. And really trust the guidance that you receive, because they're talking to you from the other side. Your guides are talking to you. You just have to learn to recognize it and acknowledge it. And that's my envelope. Okay, the next one is a daisy. The daisy is a blessing from the Divine Mother. It's one of her most favorite children, emissaries, because that is what her flowers are. She thinks of them as emissaries and projections of her consciousness. Daisy is all about purity and all about innocence and all like it's this like childlike joy. So for you, the invitation for 2026 is to not take things so seriously, to allow the energy of play into your world. You are not playing enough. You are being too bogged down by the routines and the responsibilities and all of the adulting that you're doing. So quit it. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can always make room in your life for things that are truly pleasurable or truly fun or don't have a productive outcome to them, like doing a puzzle or, I don't know, coloring in the coloring book, like whatever your little kid wants to do, allow it. And almost like really nurture that inner child, whatever she or he looks like, by treating them. Treat them as much as possible. Figure out the things that you used to love to do as a kid and see if you can bring some of that magic back into your life, because things that we love as children, they're not random. They usually speak to the deeper yearnings of our soul. See, deeper yearnings, isn't that a theme isn't that a macro theme from the previous video I did in 2026? It certainly is, and that's how things come full circle. So that is a daisy. Okay, the black crow stands for shadow work, and specifically black magic threads from past life. This is something that you're meant to resolve and address in 2026. There is some residual karma potentially in your lineage that really wants to come to fruition and to come to a close. There are multiple ways to get there. Working with a healer could be one. By the way, I have some amazing healers on thisismariya.com. Marina, Katya, Aurora, I highly recommend them. They are specifically for things like that. Well, maybe less so Aurora to go for black magic, but Katya can certainly help you. And so can Marina, to resolve these patterns, ancestral patterns that have to do with a black crow. Something is holding you back. It's not just a streak of bad luck. It's probably some black magic ties. So shadow work is your friend. And closing the back doors and the portals is the name of the game in 2026. You got it. Okay, the next one is a red mug. The red mug is all about celebration. A little bit different than the inner child, but you're being invited to really indulge, like really find the little indulgences. And this is more of like a female indulging. This is more like Venus wanting to indulge in like a rich fabric or something really purely decadent and pleasurable. So this is not like a childlike play. This is true self-care. So you're being invited to celebrate things. You're not celebrating things enough. And you're being invited into ritual, meaning being more intentional with everything that you do. Anything that you do in life can become a ritual if you slow down. Washing the dishes can become a ritual if you slow down. Making soup can become a ritual if you slow down and very mindfully and intentionally cut that carrot, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, the red mug is about indulgence, and it's about treating yourself and allowing yourself just a little something to brighten your day. I'm not talking vices, I'm talking real treats. And then there is that celebration, that festival, that theater, that celebration of the senses that's really missing from you. And whether that is a visceral celebration, like a massage or a spa appointment or a sauna, um, or it's more aesthetic, like you're going to a museum, like you're going to look at art. You really need that in 2026. It's more of a little tip for you, but let your Venus out. Okay, bow and arrow. You guys, your masculine wants to come through in 2026 and it really wants to start hitting some targets. Your masculine is like, let's go. We've been dormant for too long. It's like this new energy is coming out of you. And you have this amazing potential to make a lot of progress very quickly next year, which is really hard because it's a year of very low visibility for most people. And most people are actually going to be challenged with action in 2026, but not true for you. You can really I'm totally seeing you like acing that to-do list. I'm totally seeing you being able to do 3 things and accomplish 3 things when normal people can accomplish 1. It's like you can be in multiple places at the same time. And it's almost like your higher self has given you double or triple the amount of energy in a year than most other people. So it's really good for you to actually manifest things, right? First, because like your energy is going to be very focused and directed in 26. So don't be afraid to manifest even more so than normal. Like have that vision board. Really invest time in manifestation practices. There are so many meditations on the One Mother app that I have that have to do with manifestation. That could be a really amazing aid for you if you need one. So yeah, but know that about yourself. Like you can really make it happen for yourself. It's almost like there is no goal too high, and every single arrow that you shoot is going to get into the right place. So have the comfort that you are going to be a perfect shot and shoot for the stars. And yeah, you'll be rewarded. You'll be rewarded. Very beautiful masculine energies, the kind of like leave no stones unturned kind of energies. And I feel like that your vibrations can even ignite the people around you into action. That is how beautiful your energy is. Okay, on to the next one. Blue veil. I love this. This is very Mother Mary. And this is an invitation to actually withdraw and go within. You don't need the crowds. Unlike my red mugs, somebody's like, what do you mean, Mariya? I have both. I love you guys. If you are the one who has both, can you please drop me a comment because this is hilarious. And I just heard your comment in my head. Yes, I know the red mug is celebrating and the blue veil is withdrawing. And you will have different periods in 2026 because 12 months is a long time frame. So you may have your ups and you may have your downs. If you have selected a blue veil, that means that it's your periods of introspection that are going to make the largest dent in your life in 2026. It's not you being in the crowds. It's not you being in front of the camera. It's not you being out there and about. It is you actually being within, seeing into the folds of your heart, soul, mind, meditating, maybe going on a retreat, like a Sedona retreat, if I may suggest. But really, any other retreat that speaks to you. Maybe it's a silent retreat. Maybe it's a dark retreat. Maybe it's a fasting retreat. Like whatever that is, go on a retreat. Is the name of the game. Go to sacred places. Go to places of power. Sit with medicine, plant medicine. That is something that's really beautiful. Prayer also. Like it does not have to be spiritual. It can be religious, ironically, right? Mother Mary is not necessarily opposed to the Christian egregore. If I say so myself. Oh gosh. So it could be like walking a sacred path. It could even be going to the church or, visiting monasteries. There are so many beautiful monasteries in the world that feel so serene, or temples. Um, but really, it's not necessarily about visiting and like crazy travel. That can be a part of your journey, but it's about building that inner sanctuary within and understanding that as long as everything is good in your internal system, you will be happy and blissful forever. And that is all about finding the peace within and giving yourself the time and the space to do it. So it's a little bit of a ratified hermit. It's almost like welcoming the hermit energies and validating that and giving room and giving space for those energies to unfold. If you are the blue veil, it's a beautiful spiritual year for you with a lot of activations, a lot of upgrades, and potentially some new abilities coming online. All right, the tree. Kind of self-explanatory. If you have selected the tree, that is because something is happening with your lineage, with your family, that is going to take a lion's share of your attention. Whether that is creating a family of your own, building your own tree, like planning your family, estate planning, whether that is taking care of your family, taking care of your relatives, maybe your parents need some extra help, or it does not have to be help, and it could just be spending more time with them in communion, traveling with them, inviting them over more frequently than you normally would. The tree can mean potentially dealing with certain karmic things from the past, but it's not black magic. It's not the black crow by any stretch of imagination. At the same time, it's all about receiving the blessings as well from your ancestors. So it's quite beautiful in that regard. And it's about nurturing the tree and the tree nurturing you. So any kind of ancestral work you can do. I have an ancestral healing workshop if you may want to use that as a tool to deepen your ancestral journey. But I know there are so many other beautiful tools out there. So best of luck exploring your lineage and the energies that it holds. Ooh, and the last but not least is an anchor. As an anchor, you're really being invited to commit to something in 2026. Perhaps you have a little bit of, not quite ADHD, but this like happy-go-lucky attitude, and it's a little bit of like the lack of commitment attitude. It's like wanting your hands in a lot of cookie jars and all at once, but not really wanting to pick something specific. And understand that when you're like floating around like a butterfly from a flower to a flower to a flower, it can feel invigorating because it's new and different all the time. But when it relates to the important things in life, that's not the way to make the most progress. So you're being asked to figure out, where is it in your life that you're supposed to drop an anchor? Where are you not dropping an anchor? And it could be very obvious. There's something that you're supposed to commit to and give your whole heart to it. Whether that is a relationship, maybe it is a cause that you're meant to support. Maybe it is a female circle that you're supposed to start, or a company, or it could be something completely unique to you. What is your anchor? Right? What is that higher calling? And what is that you have been avoiding committing to? Where have you enjoyed to have the presence of options and you felt that it was perhaps daunting to have to select and like be all in? Be all in on that. And you would notice that you will be rewarded beyond your wildest imagination. Wow. This has been so much fun for me. I don't know how about you guys. You let me know what you got in the comments and if you liked this format. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if you liked it, I'll do it next year, but maybe we'll do it quarterly. I don't know. You let me know how this landed. I'm sending you a big virtual hug. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, darlings.